As the creator of the gliding disc, is there anything that you would say to personal trainers to help them use it more effectively?
When you are using the gliding discs, you are allowing certain exercise to become easier for the participant or harder or just different. So I've created the gliding program to represent all fitness levels. So how does a beginner look at a gliding disc? Well, they might look at it like, oh, this is a slippery plate that I'm going to stand on, and I'm going to go right into the splits if I don't do it correctly. So as a personal trainer, group exercise instructor, we've got to be very cognizant of how we use the gliding discs in a way that's going to, the participant's going to feel successful in every aspect. So that could be just using one disc, having the other foot on the floor, and then using a shorter range of motion with the gliding exercises. The beauty of gliding is that it allows the push and the pull of every exercise to be effective, not just lunging out and then lunging back in, and one part of that equation is working and the other part's just getting back to where it needs to be. But really, you're using the floor as resistance. You're using your muscles in both the push and the pull. So that's really fantastic. Now, for a lot of beginners, they have a hard time coming back because they're using their body weight connected to the floor. Like, just for example, a front lunge. If you place your foot on the gliding disc and you lunge forward and then you lunge back, it takes a lot of hamstring to pull yourself back. But if you're a beginner, on the flip side, if we don't have the gliding discs, you're asking someone to stand on one leg, basically fall forward with your foot, and then get themselves back. Well, that's very difficult also. So you want to look at every piece and part of the exercise from a personal trainer or group exercise instructor's perspective, and you want to say, okay, where can I add something to help my student be more successful, and how can I take away something but add something in return? So I would never just take away a foot or take away an arm position. I would add something in return. I hope that makes sense.
It does make sense. I'm curious, since you did bring up a good point that the surface that the gliding disc is going over is creating friction. Is there a progression in surfaces that you would recommend people use with their clients when they're using a gliding disc? I would imagine a carpet would have more resistance than say, a regular flooring that you might find in a gym. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Sometimes a disc for the carpet, you want to look at the two discs. One is hard, and that's for soft surfaces, and then one is soft, and that's for harder surfaces. They're both a nylon polymer composite, but one is in a webbed form, and then the other one is a plastic hard shell. It depends. Say you have a carpet that is very low, and the gliding disc slides so smoothly. Then you have a hardwood floor that maybe it has a sticky substance from maybe cleaning fluid that's going to be a little more tacky, right? So it really depends on the individual surface that you're on. So I can't say that carpet is going to be smoother than hardwood. It depends on what residue is on that surface. So it really is based on the individual. So if you're working in a studio that has hardwood floor, you're going to use the softer discs. If you're on carpet, then you're going to use the discs specifically for carpet. They are not interchangeable. You do not want to use carpet discs on hardwood or vice versa, because they are made specifically for that surface, and you want to stick with that.